Grout over tank bolts is a common blocker when removing an old toilet, and you should expose and free the hardware before attempting to lift the fixture. Begin by protecting the surrounding tile and the toilet bowl with overlapping layers of cardboard or a soft cloth so chips do not fall under the bowl or scratch the glaze. Use a small, cold chisel or a grout saw with a hard plastic handle and position the tip at the grout joint next to the bolt head. Tap gently with a 17-ounce or similar lightweight hammer to remove narrow strips of grout only until the bolt head is visible. If the grout is epoxy-based or very hard, soften it first with a heat gun on low while keeping the nozzle moving and never concentrating heat on porcelain for longer than a few seconds. Once the bolt head and nut are exposed, spray a penetrating oil and wait 10 to 15 minutes. Then use a box wrench or a socket with a universal joint to turn the nut straight off while holding the bolt head from below if accessible. If the bolt is corroded and will not turn, cut the nut off with a small hacksaw or a rotary tool with a metal cutting wheel, keeping steady pressure and cooling the blade occasionally with a damp cloth. After bolt removal, remove any remaining grout shards with a vacuum and wipe the area with a damp sponge so the flange and floor are clean before installing a new fixture. Common mistakes include chiseling without protecting the bowl or tile, which causes chips and cosmetic damage, so always pad and cover nearby surfaces and work slowly. Another issue is forcing a seized nut without penetrating oil, which rounds the nut. Apply penetrating oil and allow time to work or cut the nut if needed. A third problem is overheating porcelain with a heat gun, which can crack the glaze. So keep the nozzle moving, use low settings, and never hold heat on one spot for long. We run bighomeprojects.com, where we connect homeowners and contractors around projects like toilet removal and bolt extraction. On our site, we list local contractors and host a discussion community where we share tips and ask questions so we can all learn from real project experiences.